Good afternoon, everybody. This is Andree. I teach yoga at JCC in Newton. Today we are going to do a little bit of hip opening and shoulder opening. So we're going to work on from here to here. And we're going to start lying down, but then we're going to move on to more active standing poses before we return back to supine poses. Let's begin to sit in a comfortable position. Begin to notice your breath. You're going to take one side of your head and gently press the head out to the side. Bring your head back to the center. Let's go to the other side. And back to the center. So at the end of the day, we often find ourselves a little tight, or whatever we did during the day can affect how we feel at night. For example, if you're on a computer lab, you may feel some stress around the shoulders and the neck. So we want to address that today. So you're going to start taking, today all you're going to need is a blanket, a strap, and a block. You're going to take your strap, and we are going to use the strap to enable the head of the shoulders to release down. So you're going to take your strap, place it at the base of your shoulder blades, and then you're going to flip both ends of the strap over the shoulders. And then you're going to take the strap behind you, you're going to cross the strap. So make sure the strap is in the correct position, and then pull on the strap, releasing the head of the shoulders down. And notice when you do that, how it affects your posture. So let's close your eyes for a few moments and just feel your posture as you are rotating the shoulders down and toward each other. So we're practicing a concave upper back. Feel the space in your neck. So this is a practice that after a day, if you spend a day at the computer and you feel really tight, you can, even during the day, if you have a strap with you, you can always do this. And it will really go a long way in helping any stiffness in your neck or any tightness in the shoulders. It should feel good. Let's take a couple more breaths. And then slowly begin to release. Just let go of the strap. And see, can you maintain that energy without the strap? Now we are going to put everything out of the way. We're going to lie down on your back. So have your feet together. Extend the arms over your head. Now, as you exhale, you're going to bring the right knee in. Hold on right below the knee to pull the thigh against your belly. And now hold on to your knee with your right hand and begin to rotate the thigh into the hip socket. So we do 5 in one direction and then 5 in the opposite direction. And move slow enough to feel the movement. Let's switch to the rotation. Let's do it one more time. And now take your knee with your left hand and just gently bring the knee across. Come back to the center. Stretch the arms and the legs. Exhaling, bring your left knee in. Hug the knee. And begin to rotate the thigh into the hip socket. Let's switch the direction. Holding on to your knee with your right hand, bring your knee across into a gentle twist. And coming back to the center. Stretch the arms over your head, stretch your legs. Now, bend your knees and pull your knees into your chest. You're going to cross at the ankle, you're going to roll up, coming to your hands and knees. Bring awareness to the shoulders. So you're rotating the triceps toward the midline. And step your right foot back, fully extended leg. Step the left foot into plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Releasing to your hands and knees. Step the left foot back. And step back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's flow into plank 3 times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale. And then walk your feet to your hands and your hands to your feet. Keep your legs vertical. Keep pressing the calves back. And as you inhale, stretch your spine, place your hands on your hips, and come all the way up to mountain pose, Tadasana. Pause here, arms out to the side. Okay, imagine the strap around the shoulders, pulling the head of the shoulders down. Now let's walk to the front of your mat. We're going to do a little bit of a flow. You're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward bend. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale your right foot back. Pause here in your lunge. Bring the back foot to the floor. Coming up to warrior two. You're going to exhale to triangle pose. Now turn your head to look down at your foot and take your top arm back a little bit. Feel the stretch in your neck. And now bring the arm back to the center. Look up. You're going to exhale, coming into a lunge. Breathing into the lunge. And you're going to inhale, step forward, stretch your spine. Exhale, step your left foot back. Bring your back foot to the floor. Inhale into warrior two. Exhale into triangle pose. Now looking down at your foot. Stretching the other side of the neck. Keeping the top arm back. And then look up. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, step forward, stretch your spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay, let's do a pyramid pose. So some of you may need 2 blocks underneath your hands if you have very tight hamstring. So let's have the right foot forward, the left foot back. Now stack each leg with the hip. So the back foot is turned in, but not too much. Just enough so that you can guide your hips to face forward. Let's start with the hands on your hips, pressing down, moving the elbows on each other, inhaling here. Exhaling, hinge forward. Keep rooting to the back foot. And release your hands to the floor. Compact the hips. Make sure that you are contracting the quadriceps of both legs. Now go deeper into your pose. Now some of you can, if you want, holding onto your ankle, or opening the elbows out to the side, releasing a little deeper over your far leg. Inhaling, stretch your spine, place your hands on your hips, and come all the way up. Let's switch to the other side, stepping the right foot back, again taking the time to adjust your feet so you feel the power of your legs to support the pose. Hands on your hips, elbows back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hinging forward, compacting the hips, rooting to the back foot. Bring your hands down. Keep the lengthening of the spine. Now you can stay where you are or just hold on to your ankle. Go deeper into the pose. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, place your hands on your hips, come all the way up, and step forward. So have your feet a little wider than your hips, so you could use the other edge of your mat as a guide. You're going to keep the hands on the hips, bring the elbows back, and then begin to hinge forward. Take up the spine stretching from the tailbone to the crown of the head as long as you can until you release your hands down. Release your head down. Inhaling, let your spine, place your hands on your hips, and come all the way up to standing. Okay, let's repeat triangle, warrior 2 and triangle pose. Have your feet hip width apart. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, your right foot back. Bring the back foot to the floor, inhaling to warrior 2. Exhaling to triangle pose. Keep breathing into your pose. Exhaling to lunge. Inhaling, step forward, stretch your spine. Exhaling, left foot back. Back foot to the floor. Inhaling to warrior 2. Exhaling to triangle pose. Exhaling to lunge. Inhaling, step forward, stretch your spine. Exhale, release. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling. Okay, we are going to, so we open our hips in a very gentle way. Now we are going to come to our knees and set up for dolphin pose. So interlace your fingers, press your forearms down. Okay, pause here and root the forearms down from the wrist all the way to the elbow. Tuck your toes under, press into dolphin pose. Remember, the head is not on the floor. Keep pressing the forearms to your mat. And come to your knees. Rest in chest pose, bring the arms alongside your body, let your forehead drop. let's do that again. Interlace your fingers. Keep your elbows shoulder width apart. Root the forearms. Press back to dolphin pose. Now walk your feet in a bit more, as far as you can, without letting the shoulders drop. And come to your knees. Again, arms alongside your body to child's pose. In between, let the shoulders fully relax. And let's do that one more time. Interlace your fingers and move into your pose. Keep pressing the calves back. And exhale down to child's pose. And let's come to downward facing dog. Separate your feet to the outer edge of your mat and separate your hands a bit more as well, and then release into your pose. Keep pressing the calves back. Now bring your feet together. And walk your feet to your hands. Dropping your head, lifting the back of the legs. And inhaling, stretch your spine to come all the way up. And exhale, Tadasana. Okay, we are going to do two forms of forward bend. So you can use blocks or you can even use a strap. But try first, before we go to the strap, have it next to you. Try first to grab the big toes. So you're going to inhale the arms up, exhale forward. Now grab your big toes between the index and thumb. And if you need to bend, you start with the knees bent. Okay, you pull in so the arms are fully straight. You're letting your spine stretch forward. And then begin to straighten the legs any amount that you can. And releasing the crown of the head. Keep the weight shifted forward so that you are centered, the legs are vertical, in a straight line. Hold the belly in as you release a little deeper. And with your next inhalation, stretch the spine. Come all the way up. Exhaling to Tadasana. Okay, we are going to do the next forward bend we're going to do is called hand underneath feet. Now, the benefit, of course, a strap may be necessary for some of you, but just know that the benefit of putting your hands underneath your feet is really good for the wrist, because it stretches the wrist in the opposite direction. And of course, it's really it really forces you to stretch your legs much more. So the modified version of that, if you really cannot put your hands underneath your feet, is to use a strap underneath the ball of the foot and use the strap to come into the pose. This is one option. Another option is to bend your knees, slide your hands underneath your feet, have the toes touching the inner wrist. Now, with your knees bent, lengthen the spine forward, and if you can, begin to straighten the legs, coming into an intense forward bend. Keep your weight shifted forward. Give your muscles a chance to lengthen. If it's too intense, you can again bend your knees and then straighten the legs again, any amount. And release your feet. And inhaling, stretch your spine to come all the way up. Exhaling. So we have new legs now. Our legs have been stretched in a number of ways. Our hips have been open, our shoulders have been released. So we're going to do pyramid pose one more time. So keeping the right foot forward, you're going to step the left foot back. Have your hands on your hips. And you're going to hinge forward. Keep your chin up as long as you can. And then bring your hands down by the front foot. Now let's go up again. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, come up. Okay, let's do that again. We're going to repeat that 2 more times. Now, as you come forward into your pose, be mindful of the back leg. The back leg is really active. So let's inhale here. Exhale, hinge from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Release your hands. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, back up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Let's take 5 breaths here. Now press the big toe mount of your front foot to the mat. Rotate the knee from the inside out. And press the outer edge of your back foot. Breathe. Inhale and stretch your spine, place your hands on your hips, and come all the way up. Let's switch to the other side. Stepping the right foot back. Establishing the legs. Just remember, if your legs are not really active, that is really hard to control the upper body as you come forward. So the first thing you need to do is connect the legs, compact the hips, Move the elbows back, inhale here. Exhaling, hinge forward. Release your hands from your hips. Holding the outer edge of the back foot. Pressing the big toe mound of the front foot. Compacting the hips. Inhaling, stretch your spine, placing your hands on your hips. Come all the way up and stack forward. Pause here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms by your side, shoulders releasing down. Chest is open. Tailbone is resting in a neutral position. The kneecaps are lifted. And open your eyes. So we're going to do one more forward bend, and this time we're going to combine the forward bend with the shoulders. So you're going to take your strap. You don't have to make a loop. You're going to separate your feet to the outer edge of your mat. Make sure our 10 toes are pointing forward. You're going to hold on to the strap behind you. Inhaling, open the chest. Exhaling, come into the forward bend. Keep lifting the head and the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the space in your neck. Keep the arms fully firm. And then inhale, stretch your spine. Come all the way up. And let go of the strap. Keep the strap by your side. So we are going to do a dog pose. So standing toward the front edge of your mat, inhaling arms over your head, exhaling to forward bend, inhaling, stretch your spine, exhaling, downward facing dog. And come to your knees. So we're going to move to the more restorative supine position. Have your strap. So we are going to start with leg out to the side. So begin lying down, feet together, just like we did at the beginning of class. Now we're going to start with the left knee bent, foot planted on the floor. You're going to bring your right knee in. But you're going to take your strap, place the strap around the ball of the foot, hold on there with one hand, and then extend your leg up to the ceiling. First, just let the legs release into the strap. And when you're ready, bring your leg out to the side. Now you want to work using the core muscles to keep the pelvic floor stable. Now bring your leg back up to the center. You're going to hold onto the strap with 2 hands, pushing the foot as if you were placing your foot on the ceiling, push up. Bring your leg a little closer to you. Now you're going to hold on to the end of your strap. Oops. Stretch the arms over your head. And then as you exhale, begin to stretch your leg forward until it's in line with your left knee. And then bring your leg back up. Let's do that one more time. Stretch your leg forward. Keep the arms straight as well. And bring the leg back up. Hold on to the strap higher toward the foot. And bend your knee. Stretch both legs, stretch the arms over your head. Now bending your right knee, plant the foot, bring your left knee in. Place the strap around the foot. Hold on to the strap with your left hand and extend your leg up to the ceiling. Let the leg release into the stretch. So because we're not bearing weight, it's okay to fully extend the back of your knee. So how much can you surrender to the stretch? And now bring your leg out to the side. Maintaining a stable pelvic floor. Bring your leg back up to the center. So you're going to hold on to the end of your strap and extend the arms over your head. And then lower the leg forward. Keep holding on to the strap nice and tight. And then bring the leg back up. Bring the leg forward. And bring the leg back up. Now hold on to the strap closer to the foot. Bring the foot closer to you. And release. Stretch both legs. Stretch the arms over your head. Now we are going to do leg out to the side again, and you can repeat having the left knee bent as you bring your leg out, or you can keep the left leg straight. So I'm going to demonstrate now. We're going to work with the left leg straight. So you're going to bend your right knee, place a strap around the foot, the right foot, extend the leg up. Now keep your left hand on top of your left thigh to remind yourself to keep the leg down. So you extend into the left leg and then bring your right leg out to the side. The more your right leg comes out to the side, the more you have to work to keep the left sitting bone rooted to the floor. So you extend into the left leg. Bringing your right leg back to the center. Now just let go of the strap, bend your knee in. Just bring your knee across in a twist. Keep the right shoulder on the floor. come back to the center, stretch both arms and legs, exhale the left knee in, place the strap around the ball of the foot, hold it on with your left hand, extend the left leg up, extend to the right leg, and then bring your leg out to the side. Bring the leg back to the center. And hug your knees into your chest. Bring your knee across. Return to the center. We're going to do pigeon pose on our backs today. Some of you may be really happy with doing this. So place your right ankle over your left knee and pull your left thigh toward you. So I'm holding on underneath my left thigh. So you don't want to force that stretch. If you're feeling the stretch in your right hamstring, then you stay there and work there. Now, hold on to your left calf, right calves, and stretch your left leg on the floor. And then bring your knee into alignment with the shoulder. So your right knee aligned with the right shoulder. Breathe into the stretch. And now hold on to the side of your right foot, come into a half happy baby pose. And then come back to neutral, bring both feet to the floor, knees bent. Place your left hand over your right knee. Pull your right leg in. Stretching the leg up. Hold on to your left calf as you bring your right leg down to the floor. And move your knee in alignment with the shoulder. Now grab the side of your foot, come into a half happy baby. And place both feet on the floor, knees bent. Pause there. Observe the sensation in your body. Observe your breath. Now we're going to do a bridge, and we are going to do supported bridge. So you're going to take a block, so before we come into bridge, we are going to manipulate the pelvic floor. So you go to curl the tailbone away from the floor. Place your hands on your belly so you really feel what is happening in your core muscles. And then you're going to release the tailbone down. So you do a cat-cow pose on your back. Again, curling the spine. And then extending the spine. Let's do that again. Now stretch the arms by your side. And we are going to use a strap for this. So you press the strap in front of your ankles and hold on to the strap as close to the ankles as you can. Have your knees aligned with the hips. And then come into bridge. Release down. And let's come up again. Release down. Let's come up one more time. Up. And down. I'm not going to use a strap anymore, so press the strap out to the side. Take your block. Have the block on a height that you know is challenging but comfortable for you to be in. Stretch the arms alongside your body and then lift. Slide the block underneath your sacrum and place your fingers in front of the block. Keep the chest open. Keep the lift between the shoulder blades. There should be no pressure on your neck. And now just let the arms rest by your side. Bring your knees in. Extending your legs up to the ceiling. Keep the chest lifted. Close your eyes. If you're near a wall, it'd be perfectly fine for you to do legs at the wall. If you do legs at the wall, don't use a block. Now we're going to do one more hip opening, meaning we're going to stretch the psoas muscles, keeping the left leg where it is. So if you're at the wall, you cannot do this one. Just stay in your position. Now, release the right leg forward. Go as low as you can without bending the knee. Feel the stretch in your quadriceps and the psoas muscles around in the belly. Bring your right leg up. Pause here. Then extend your left leg forward. Keep the leg straight. So don't go any further. If your knees start to bend, you stop. Now this one side is easier than the other side. Now bring the leg back up. Bend your knees, release the feet back down to the floor. pause here. Now lift off the blocks, slide the blocks underneath you, and release your spine down. Pausing here. And you're going to take your blanket, so roll to your side. Take your blanket, and we are going to do one pose, and you have a choice on which pose you want to do. So you're going to roll your blanket, creating a nice little ledge. Excuse me. You're going to sit on the edge of the blanket. And you're going to go back. The head is on the floor. You're going to scoot back. So you can do this with your legs straight, or you can keep your knees bent, or you can grab the soles of the feet together. So whatever you feel like your body is looking for. You maybe do a little bit of both. So extend the arms over your head, and then let the arms rest by your side. That should be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, then you want to change position. Now, if you are in cobblers pose like I am, stretch your legs out. Separate your legs to the edge of your mat. Feel the support between your shoulder blades. So relax the shoulders. So relax onto the support. Now bend your knees, roll off the blanket. Take the blanket, place it underneath your knees or underneath your thighs. Release onto the floor, Shavasana. So bend your elbows, press the elbows down, lift between the shoulder blades, and then release down, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Let the arms rest away from the upper body, so you want space between the upper arms and the side body. Relax the legs. Close your eyes. Shavasana. I'm going to give you some space to be quiet, and then we'll talk again when we move out of the pose. Take a deeper breath. Deep, long inhalation. Slow, soft exhalation. Bending your knee, place your feet bend onto the floor or the blanket. Pause here. Experiencing being in a position without feeling the need to move forward. Let's take a few more breaths here. When you're ready, you're going to roll to your side. And no, not rushing to come up. And keeping the whole body relaxed. Begin to push away from the floor. Sitting on the edge of your blanket. Cross your legs. If you want to experiment with doing a different type of lotus position, half lotus. Just take a moment to feel your body now. Now change to cross. Join your palms to your heart. With your next exhalation, bow to yourself with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.